Peace, everyone. I wanted to do a video today of me making some green juice. I am in need of some green juice very much. Okay. I made some cookies last night for me and my son, and I want some green juice. I haven't been eating anything too crazy, but I know that I want some, so let's juice together. Oh, I am using some kale, some lovely kale, some dandelion, and I am using some chard. Okay, and a whole bunch of celery, probably like six, not ribs, but, six, oh my God, I can't even I forgot what it's called. But I'm using 6 celeries, bushels of celery. Not bushels, but I know you guys know what I'm talking about. So let's see how much juice, that's the video. Let's see how much juice this I make with this, cause I really don't know. You know, I went into the grocery store and I was like, okay, let me just get what I instinctively want to get. And I don't even know how much it's going to make. So we'll see how it turns out together. And so I am putting, now I know how much of the stuff that I bought, but so I'll put that in the description, but I don't really know how much I'll make. So that'll be interesting to see how much it makes. And since we are using the Nama J2 juicer on YouTube today, it shouldn't take too long to do this video. And so I'm using the soft ingredients first. And so I'm just taking the dandelion, and I'm going to put I'll probably put a little bit of apple in it because I did buy some apples. Because I know this still will make a lot of juice because I have a lot of celery. And so of course celery has a lot of water content in it, as well as being very nutritious for you, of course. We are going to turn, oh my God. And now we're going to turn on the juicer and we are going to start juicing. And I probably took about, I don't even know how much I just put in here, but again, I will put all of this on my blog and in the description and everything, guys. So okay, so I'm still juicing the soft greens first. And when you're using the Nama juicer, you want to make sure that you are cutting the pieces up to make them. So if you're using like kale leaves and chard and, you know, different greens, you know, you want to cut them up into shorter pieces. It definitely makes the process more smoother. So you are, you know, respecting the process that the Nama juicer has to do to grind up the juice and to get the pulp. So, yeah. And so I'm still juicing. So yeah, let's see what happens. Okay. And I am still cutting up the pieces, and let me show you. So, you know, you just cut it up. You're going to be cutting them up into smaller pieces. I just usually put on a cutting board and I just cut up the pieces and I put them in here. And I preferably choose to put all the soft ingredients, since I'm making a lot, all the soft ingredients first, such as the leaves And then I'll just do the celery separately. And of course, I'm cutting up the celery as well. All right, so I had to put my mic in. And so I'm putting more, and again, I cut it up into little pieces. And I'm putting the last bit in here. And then I'm going to be putting the celery. Okay. Okay, so what I noticed while I was juicing is that it is best to, from my experience with the Nama J2 juicer, and I would imagine, well, I can't speak for all juicers, but with the Nama J2 juicer, it is beneficial to when you're juicing, to put your vegetables that don't have a lot of water content with vegetables that have a lot of water content or fruit. So in my case, I'm using kale and chard and dandelion. So I would definitely want to add juices that are, I want to add celery or cucumber and things like that while I am juicing each batch. So if I put some leaves in here, then I'm going to put something that's hard, it has more water content with it, so that it can go through smoother. Because I notice when I just put the leaves in there alone, it takes longer and it is not going as smoothly as it could be if I would put celery and cucumber and different things in there as well. So I would definitely recommend that. So there is a tip that I would recommend from my own personal experience. So I'm going to get back to the celery to put it in here. I've already juiced the leaves, and this was about, I would say this was about three bunches of kale and 2 bunches of chard, or I think maybe 2 bunches of kale and 2 bunches of chard and dandelion, and a handful of in a bunch of dandelion. And so now I'm going to add the 6 celery bunches. Okay. And I don't know why I can't think of the name right now. But I'm not talking about the individual celery ribs. I'm talking about the group of celeries. So 6 of them, okay? So I'm going to add that to this, and let's see how much I make. Peace divine. So I finished juicing the celery, and again, I used 6 heads of celery. And I started out after I juiced the kale leaves, right? And the chard and the dandelion, that came to about maybe 15 ounces. And I was able to get about, I would say altogether, it's about 10 cups. So 10 cups of juice altogether. And I also added 2 apples at the end. And if you want to see, so this is a little more than 6. This is probably like 7. Let's see. Yeah, it's like 7. It's like 7 cups right here. And this is 32. And I'm going to mix them again. I'm going to take it all out, and I'm going to mix it, because if you can see, this one is darker because it has the leaves in it with the celery, and this is just the celery. But I put some apple in this one and I put some apple in the other one. But I'm going to take it out to mix it before I put it in the refrigerator. And of course, I'm about to drink some as well. So yeah, so I am so grateful. You can see my son's snake plant. I think I'm going to propagate one of the leaves. Yeah. So, yeah, I had to water it because I have to remind my son to water his snake plant. Okay. So yeah. So I am so grateful to do this video. I love jumping on here and sharing as much content that I can. And yeah, so this is, if you wanted to make, I mean, I recommend when it comes to juicing that you strive to drink at least 16 to 32 ounces a day. But when I first started out years ago, it was not like that. So to each his own. It's okay if you just do 8 ounces a day. It is totally fine, because the body will work towards what it wants, which is it wants things that are alive and that's good for you. So it's okay. It really doesn't matter. It is fine. If you're starting out with 4 ounces, 8 ounces a day, and then, every other week you can add, 8 more ounces. And then, ultimately it would be great if you could do, 8 ounces 3 times a day, or, just about, 32 ounces a day. That would be the goal. And so since this is 10 cups, okay, so this will probably last me the amount of time that it will last. So I will definitely be drinking 32 ounces today. And so, and then tomorrow I will have 32 ounces again. So you can imagine how long this is going to last me, the 10 cups, right? So, and I'll probably still have more than 32 ounces per day. And I will make sure that I put this up on my blog, and that I will, give tips like I'm talking about now and things like that. And yeah, it's really exciting for me to share this journey with you. And I wanted this to be an organic process for me, the way that I share with you, because I think that that's the best way to be, to share with people, how you feel in those moments while you're experiencing them, and allowing yourself to grow into different experiences and grow while you're sharing information and knowledge. And I am definitely learning and growing from these experiences. And yeah, so if you have any questions and you have any, I would love if you share with me the type of juices that you enjoy, and, any advice you want to share on the platform as well.